And see, that ties into what we was talking about earlier about being yourself because I didn't grow up with a lot. I grew up with very little.
Cost me a lot.
And it was also an environment where certain things just, most people didn't understand. Like me doing what I'm doing here now, watching anime. I didn't share that with a lot of people when I would go outside because the environment I lived in wasn't nobody on that for real.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to be forced to like create a mask to be around in certain environments, and you realize you wear that mask for so long, you forget who you are, and you realize that when you actually find your time, when you find yourself getting to the point where you're isolated and you're going within, and you truly start to unchain the chains that you put on yourself growing up, being around certain people, and putting limits on yourself based on other people's projections on you,
right,
on how you're supposed to be and what you should be doing. And it's like it's a breath of fresh air when you actually self isolate and you kind of go within and really see what it is that you value and what you want out of life. And that's when you start unmasking. You start setting your boundaries and starting doing things that make you feel good instead of with others. And then when you do that, you'll attract those who actually feel good with the same things that you like to do.
Facts.
You won't no longer tolerate. Oh damn, what just put it down? Oh, okay. You will no longer tolerate being around individuals. You'll just learn to distance and just remove yourself and be where you're accepted. Back what I was saying earlier. So, you know, it's a lifelong process, unmasking, especially when you're like now, a lot of us are growing up finding out at a late age that we may have some mental health issues because nobody in the family wanted to take it serious when it came to your mental health, because mental health was looked frowned upon, because then that means you're crazy of some kind, right? That's what they would assume. But right. In reality, it's trauma and generational curses being passed down for hundreds of years, and no one taking accountability and just sweeping things under the rug and condemning people for who they are and what they stand on or what they come with, and and just suppressing so much. So that's why it's important to learn to just be where you're accepted and go where you're accepted
and celebrate it.
And celebrate every small win, every small upgrade, anything that you put your energy into. You need to celebrate you at all times, because no one's going to celebrate you like you do.
Facts.
And sometimes you will expect people to do things for you, but you got to learn that no one's going to do you like you do you. So no more hiding, no more trying to suppress. Just more so open up and realize that this is your world and they just live in it, or they want to be in it to be real, And some people want to take your light and make it their own, and it don't work like that. Or if they can't have it, they'll just try to take it away altogether.
Legitimate.
The more you tap into yourself and you'll create